Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown. Y'all can that's double E. So I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in that zone, no one can STOP. Can I make it feel like a movie, feeling big? Juicy before we start getting on the I've been hooping like a hooligan, but before I bust up you when I lock her like a bully. Put in the work. You see my fingernails jerk. I'm not last when I leave, even when I come first. I ain't want it bad, but I'm sure I want it work. I'ma do it 'cause I love it. I'ma love it and it hurts. What's the word? Captain, I'm strapped in. No, I'm busy. I'm just tapped in. Hungry like a bastard. I'm about that action. No slacking. But I'm sorry, Miss Jackson. Sick of the pain. No one wants to call up for help. No one can blame but yourself. You should've known better. However you did it, so we had to come ring your bell. Like I need a award, wait until I score, make it rain until it pour. I'm a dog, all it wouldn't work like a chore till I'm underneath the floor in the trenches like a war. If they wanna give them more, when I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. We'll see Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys taking on Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings.
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Minnesota Vikings and the Dallas Cowboys. As this one teed up, we are underway here at AT&T Stadium. They start the drive with Cook, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. To throw is Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins gives way to Cook, and he is going to lose yardage here. No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 29-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. To about the 26 here.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Cousins. This one caught. It's the tight end, Hawkinson. Touchdown! T.J. Hawkinson, 26 yards. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it was T.J. Hawkinson who finished the drive with a touchdown reception. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Dak Prescott and Dallas taking the field for their first possession. Dak now in his 7th season in charge of the Cowboys. 2-time Pro Bowler.
And how about the toughness of Dak Prescott? We see it all the time on the field. And remember when he had that serious ankle injury, would he return to form? Boy, did he ever. And he was better than ever, and that's great for the NFL. Terrific resilience, playing at a high level, capable of winning a championship with his arm and his legs.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Prescott to throw it. He'll buy some time right. Going right back to Ferguson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Prescott yet again. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Prescott being chased out left. And this one's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing. Prescott out to his left. He finds his target. It's Schultz. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be but that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
On fourth down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter. Maher able to put this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Schultz. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. Here's Prescott. They'll roll him out right. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Prescott. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
They'll throw again. Prescott. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Vikings will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Throwing is Cousins. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator, they love to see you break the pocket and go ahead and take off. I think he could have gotten vertical and picked up something there. Instead, he pushed it downfield. Incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded just inside the 30. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this from 43. The kick by Marr is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we hit halftime with our visitors, the Vikings, taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome everyone to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one has the look of a game that could very well go down to the wire. Just 1 point separating these two clubs at the break. But they're ready for the second.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Touchdown, Cowboys! Dalton Schultz, 43 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. First down, here's Cousins. Open man, once again it's Thielen. And they'll work this down inside the 30. To throw again on second down. Cousins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Third and short yardage. Cousins forced out to us. Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. There he goes, right side. Past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
To throw, Cousins. Escaping the pressure right. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Looks again for T.J. Hockenson, and he's got him again.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Second down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
And the Cowboys will take over here at their own 14-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
Flush to his right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, it was Dorrance Armstrong. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. Touchdown, Vikings.
Dalvin Cook,
a 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And this is back to a 5-point game. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. And his pass incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Flushed out right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's fourth down. The Cowboys will go. Prescott buying time to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken a fourth quarter lead. Cousins will try and throw. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. First down, here's the run with Cook to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line is really hunkered down. And it's touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon, and the Vikings will add to their fourth quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead. And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Looking to throw. Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That's caught again by Schultz. And he'll be brought down at the 27. A 1st down throw for Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Prescott now. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Prescott escaping the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And now out comes Minnesota. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Cousins here to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Big DeMarcus Lawrence getting in there and bringing him to the ground.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Cousins. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Osborne. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Cousins. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Running for it, here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins to throw. That is into the hands of Hockenson downfield. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Joseph now to have the PAT. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. It's a squibber picked up around the 27. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Dancing to his left. He's going to let it fly. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Vikings are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. That was an excellent come-from-behind victory, Charles, especially there in the 4th quarter. Both offense and defense were clicking. They're going to feel good about this one.
Boy, are they ever, because the deficit they faced certainly wasn't